feel like 2026 is going to be one of the best years of your life, and that all the hard work that you've been doing has come to this point and you're looking for a breakthrough, well, I believe it's going to happen this year. But we have to keep in mind three things. And I'll give you these three things up front, and then we'll dive into them deeper. So 1, eliminate distractions. 2, focus on what matters. And 3, have faith. So the first part, eliminate distractions. There's a lot of distractions in life with social media, with social gatherings, with the news, with things that we believe about our situation that's not true. And we have to overcome those to reach our goal. And it's not easy, right? Most people work in a job, you get home, you're tired, you just want to relax, maybe watch TV, get on social media, and just shut your mind off and relax, right? But does that serve you in the long run? And for the people who really wants to make a change in their life, you have to eliminate those distractions that doesn't serve your goal. And I'm only talking to the people that has that uncurable desire for more and to become what they know they've been placed on this earth to be. Now, 2 is focus on what matters. I talk about the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, that states that 80% of the revenue, of the profits, of the outcome is decided by 20% of the effort. So whatever you're working on, you have to make sure you're focusing on what matters. And this is the hard part, because you may be thinking that you're doing everything right, you're focusing on what matters, but it doesn't really relate to your goal. And we have to break down those barriers. And you might say, well, how do I do that? Well, you can go into ChatGPT or any AI and say, I have this goal. What are the steps to reach it? Have it map out your goal and say, what are the main things I have to focus on to make this come into reality? And now the last part, 3, is faith. Faith, I believe, is what the universe, what this world runs on, right? Is belief, expectation. And we have to have faith. And the opposite of faith is doubt. And many people have been disappointed so many times. Their faith in something going good or going right in their life is non-existent, right? Most people, our brain is actually wired. Listen to me when I say this. Our brain is actually wired to remember bad experiences, failure, right? And so we kind of overlook the good and focus on the bad because our brain wants to avoid that pain. You want to avoid that pain. And so doubt creeps in, fear creeps in, and it keeps replaying and replaying. And if you're trying to reach a goal, that doubt, that fear, that anxiety, that depression may creep up because our brain is wired to, when you're going into unexpected territories, maybe you tried something in the past that didn't work and it failed, your brain remembers that, and it literally binds your brain, stopping you from having faith that it'll believe, having faith that it'll work out. So having faith is the most important thing you need in 2026. If you know that you've been placed on this earth to do something that you're called to do by our Creator, you have to have faith that'll work out, even when you'll fail, even when there's setbacks. Because As we know, you live life long enough, there's going to be setbacks, there's going to be failures, but how do you respond to them? Everything in this life is perspective. And, it's the saying, there was an example of, two twins, they grew up. Their father was an alcoholic. One twin became an alcoholic. The other never touched an ounce of a drop of alcohol because of his father. So you have to know that life is perspective. Focus on the good, because when you focus on the good, you will get more good. And know that faith is the currency of this world. So those are the 3 steps to reach your goal in 2026. I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed year, and drop in the comments that you're going to reach your goal this year, because I think you will. Bye for now.